Hey guys, I'm back. All right, so let's talk about this. These seasons that I go through, and I'm curious. To be honest with you, I'm very curious to see which one or how many of you have this. Right? Um, a lot of people get the winter blues, and I don't know for whatever the reason. Winters are the time during the year where I am most active. It is a time where I need shorter sleep periods. So my night may look like four, maybe sometimes 5 hours of sleep. I'm usually up around four, between 4:30, actually between like four and 5:30, depending, right? And I'm ready to start my day. And I'm usually working or like living life on a day to day on like 4 to 5 hour cycles. So like if I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, I do my workout, I do my stretches, I do whatever I can, like whether I start cooking or whatever it is. By 8:30, I'm taking an hour to 2 hours nap. Then I'm up again for another 4 hours, and then I take another nap. So it is just kind of like these. It's not necessarily that I need less sleep. It is just the sleeping blocks are smaller, if that makes sense. And there's usually carries out the during the winter and into like early spring. Then in the spring, like one spring, like mid spring into summer, it starts going into like 8 hours of sleep at a time, and like being awake for like 6 8 hours at a time, but then needing a nap somewhere like at like the 6 hour mark, if that makes sense. Then when summer hits, my body goes into this, like the heat, for some reason the heat and I do not work, like we just do not mix, we don't click, and my kids are the same way. So this is why I'm wondering if other people with narcolepsy are like this. In the summer I can sleep anywhere between like 12 to like 16 hours straight, get up, function for like 3 hours max. Sometimes I push it, I'm not gonna lie, and then I could take a nap, like a 3 4 hour nap, and then wake up for like another couple of hours and then go right back to sleep for like another 16 hours. And that's pretty much what the summer wants to be like. Like it is a time of the year for me where I say I get like the summer blues, like where I really don't want to be as active, my body just wants to hibernate. And I'm really curious to see if others of you experience that during the fall. So like late summer starting the fall, my body starts to regulate again, where it starts going into like between 6 to 8 hours of sleep, and then I'm waking up and I'm staying awake for about like 3 4 hours until I get back into the winter. And this has been going on for as long as I can remember, because I started to think back as to like the times when before I was diagnosed. I remember even when I was married, I was very hesitant. Like I didn't want to do things in the summer. Like I didn't care. Like I was just like, I don't want to go out. Like it's sticky, it's yucky. Like I just want to be indoors under an AC. So this, and even like as a young girl, like the summer has always been like my greatest challenge. Just the heat, the everything. Like it's just, and I don't know why. Like I know that a lot of people excel in the summer. In the summer, the sun is out longer, and you should be out and experiencing. And I just want to be in bed. Do I force myself? Yes, of course. I force myself to a certain point to be out to get some, some vitamin D. Even though it has been, I want to say last year. Last year was the first year that I was able to be in the sun for longer than 10 minutes without having a reaction to the sun. So that is a huge improvement. I am looking forward to this summer coming up. Maybe I can be in, maybe, as these symptoms, these reactions that I've had in the past. And mind you, I stopped taking medication in general back in 2018, and I still have some of the symptoms from those medications. So the sun sensitivity, like having reactions where I like literally like break out in hives when I'm in the sun, that is still that's something that is still active, but it's getting better. So I'm able to tolerate this past summer. Like I usually time myself, so I was able to do 10 minutes in the sun, and I should definitely do a video if you guys are interested. I can make a video in regards to the medications, my reactions to medications. I really don't want to single out one specific medication, but I can put like the type of medication. So like if we're talking about like a specific like stimulant and things like that, if you guys would like to know something specific, I don't mind sharing through like messenger or anything like that. But I really, like if you go to like my like I think I'm gonna make like an exact I'll make an exact file of what the medications are and the reactions that I had. Because again, a lot of the reactions that I had to these medications were reactions that only 1% of the population would normally have. And a lot of these reactions are not listed as reactions to these meds. There's something about my body where I'm extremely sensitive for whatever the reason. And we are, the last time I spoke to my doctor, we are still actively looking for somebody that is interested in doing some genetic testing with me to see where it is that this is all originating and why I'm having such a hard time physically when it comes to medication. So I will make a video. I have to get everything in order. I can make a video about classifications of medications and the type of reactions that I had to them. And then if people are interested specifically which medication, especially if you feel like you're having a certain reaction and maybe your doctor's not listening to you or whatever, I'll make a file that I can share them privately, like through email or whatever, for those of you that are interested. But anyways, back to where we're talking about the seasons. I would like to know how is it that you manage your narcolepsy symptoms during different seasons? Because again, this time of the year where we are right now, when I'm recording this, I'm like, yeah, baby. I'm like, I'm awake. I'm ready to party. Let's go out there. Let's enjoy life. And everybody that I know is like, bitch, it's cold outside. Like, I don't want to be outside. Like, I want to be home. I want to be cuddled. And I'm just like, hey, can we go out? Can we go? Can we go out? But again, it's because it is a time of the year where my body, my mind, everything seems to like sink. Like, let's go. So that's about it, guys. I know I'm a little out there, but it's okay. We love it.